Well, went over to Harbor Freight and got about a half a dozen aluminum oxide belts. They won't last long using them for metal, but at least I'll be able to use this. Last night late, I put my oscillating spindle. Yeah. This is a loaner tongue. My original tongue is in the shop getting repaired. I put my oscillating spindle sander, my Porter Cable 4x36 belt sander, my Harbor Freight 12-inch disc sander. I put it on Craigslist and Letgo and Facebook Marketplace last night, and this morning I had, my God, a dozen messages, and I started contacting all of them, and one guy said, I get off at 6 a.m. and I can be there between 7 and 8, and I didn't want to sit around all day and wait on people, so I picked him, and I said, the price is firm because I've got at least a dozen people that want these. So he came right over and bought them, and when he left, I went right over to Harbor Freight and bought these belts. And now I have another person that wants a neck knife. And Jesse, since this is your third knife, I'm going to do you up right. Not that I don't do you up right, but I'm going to use some mosaic pins, and I'm going to find some really, really nice stabilized wood and make you something real nice. This is your third one, and I appreciate all the knives you bought from me. He sent me a text saying that he was really disappointed in the knife, and when I read it, my heart sunk. I was thinking, oh God, what happened? And then I read a little more, and he said his father took it from him. Basically, his father wanted it, so we gave it to him, and he needed another one. Well, that's a good feeling. And then Doug sent me a picture of his knife, and he got his today. I didn't think anybody would get their knives till tomorrow, so that was pretty quick. And looking at it, when somebody sends a picture of their knife to you that you made, it doesn't look like anything I'm capable of making. It just, I don't want to sound. It didn't look like anything I could make. It looked nice in the picture. That's what I'm saying. It was a beautiful knife, and I really enjoyed making it. And that's the one that I screwed up the handles the first time. Anyway, I am in the shop. I'm fixing to cut out a neck knife, and nobody's ordered one. But since I'm gonna have the die come out here, I think I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I can. Okay, and that's why I ordered steel this thick, so I could get two knives side by side out of it. Okay, well, let me get to work. Well, let the games begin. The person I made a BC special for, the one with the desert ironwood and the mosaic pins, his name was Doug. He sent me these. And I think I'm going to use it on a BC special. And what I'm going to do is make a black sheath with a red fade and red thread. Won't that be cool? That's the other side. So thank you, Doug. That's going to be a really cool looking knife. And I've got 2 more dinner skinners and a Cato to cut out. And the only one that is spoken for is one neck knife. So I've got a dinner skinner, I've got a neck knife, I'll have a Cato, and 3 BC specials that I'll be working on that are not spoken for. And one of the BC specials is going to get this. I believe it's G10. I'm not sure. But we'll get to that. So I'm going to give my bandsaw just a little time to cool down and go and cut the last 3 out. All right, let's see, 1, 2, 3 BC specials, a Cato, a dinner skinner, and 2 neck knives, and that is the only one that's spoken for right now. So, if you want these, I even have some red pins that will hold these on. Let me know. I'm fixing to start making. Yeah, time to take a shower. Well, I'll tell you, that thing, in about 30 minutes, it did what it would take me a couple of days to do on my other belt grinder. Three BC Specials, a dinner skinner, 2 neck knives, and a Kato. And I still have, a little bit of handwork to do, but I cannot believe it. Here, let me take my mask off. Okay. I'm going to clean up just a little bit and go visit with my wife. Tomorrow's another day. Actually, I think I'm going to have some company tomorrow. He wants to use my forge. Tucker's coming over. And Billy's coming over too. See you tomorrow. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to use this on the Kato. I'm going to do a mirror polished Kato. These are going to be, see how shiny they are? They're real easy to buff. So I'm going to do these for the handles, mirror polished, red pins. You won't see the pins. The sheath is going to be black with a red fade. Not too crazy on the red fade. Mostly black with a red fade. Okay. Anyway, and red thread. God, that's going to look beautiful. Okay. My wife, I'll tell you what. She is a mowing factory. Mow. Okay, Jesse, you have bought, this will be your third knife. So I'm going to hook you up with some really cool wood. That is oak burl. And these are mosaic pins. So I got it cut out. And I'll be working on that along with 7 others. But I got a good start on it. I got everything picked out. Unless you don't like that wood, let me know. But that is going to polish up really, really nice. I mean, look at the figure in that. That's beautiful. All right, see ya. Everybody has an ego, no matter how you try to keep your ego in control. Everybody has one. And I'm included in that. And this this person here, Jesse, this is his 3rd knife that he's ordered from me. And I have had several other people buy a knife from me and within a day or two order another knife. And this person got a knife from me and said nothing but nice things about it, and then ordered 2 more. So this is for red, and I think I'm going to go with solid brass. I only put 2 in there. Solid brass pins and my own self-harvested spalted hackberry, and that is that wood right there on the ground, and I'm leaving it there. I'm hoping it'll become spalted again. And this is for his wife, and it's a neck knife, and I have these pink G10 that I've had forever and I haven't used. And I also have some pink Kydex, and I have pink paracord. Don't judge me. I do have pink Kydex, right? Yes, I do. There we go. There we go. But I want to find out if she's a girly girl, because some women don't like pink stuff because they don't want to be thought of as a girly girl. So before I commit to pink, I'm gonna find out if pink would be a color she'd be interested in, because I have it and I'd like to use it, and it's for a woman. So, all right, this is Jesse's, and here's what I have found out. This this thing works so good at leveling and flattening the knife that it's putting some pretty deep grinding marks even on the flats where my grind lines aren't, and it's taken me forever to sand them out. And that is 120, like I used to use on my old belt sander, my 4x36 Porter cable. And the thing is, this thing just bites deeper. So I am gonna have to move up to 180 or 220. I've ordered some 220, and we'll see if that'll do the job, because I have a lot of knives that I only have 3 that are spoken for. And so that leaves me with 4 knives that I got to work on, that are not spoken for. So 7 altogether. And I should have the 220 in just a couple more days. And I hope I can sand all the grind lines off with the 220, because it took me all afternoon to get this far on this knife. And that's what I have to sand out. So it's probably going to take me all morning to get this thing cleaned up. And I'm using 120, Alrighty, back to work, everybody. Okay, Jesse, I'm going to take this out to the forge, heat treat it, bring it in, temper it, and I believe I may be able to get the handles epoxied and pinned before the day is out. Okay, I know it looks the same, but we are heat treated, tempered, and yeah, I squared the butt. I'm going to redesign this neck knife just a little bit. It's going to be a square butt neck knife. I just like the square butts better than I like the round butts, except for the Kato. For some reason, the rounded butt on the Kato looks good. Nice round butt, looks good. So I'm going to go hit this with my buffer, just to give this a real nice satiny finish. And then I'm going to drill my handle pins into my burled white oak. And I'll glue these on. I'll cut my knife handles out, and then I'll glue these on in just, probably 20 minutes. I'll be epoxying these on. And then it'll be time to go feed my dogs. Oopsie. I accidentally put a high polish on it. Acetone, clean that up. It's gonna be pretty. All right, let me go get this cleaned up with some acetone, get them handles cut out, and epoxy on. All right, that's what it's gonna look like, roughly. Now I gotta sand the nose of these. I just put this together to see what it was gonna look like. I like that wood. And when I buff this wood up, it is going to be pretty. That with those mosaic pins. Yep. All right, let me get this back off, get them in my vise, sand the nose up real good, and I'm going to hit them with a buffer and then epoxy them on, and we'll see this tomorrow.